A secured party will need to put quite a deal of information into a financing statement. Most importantly, it will need to have descriptions of itself and a place where it can receive notices. The real art form is in describing the party which is the grantor. The personal property securities regulations are very specific about how you must describe the grantor. It's going to be essential to use an ACN for a company, an ABN for a trust or a partnership, an ARBN for a foreign company which is registered for doing business in Australia, and various other descriptors according to the nature of the party which is giving the security interest. This is an area where I think there is going to be a lot of potential for error. In the past, people have registered charges against trustees of trusts, which have tended to be companies, by registering a charge on the asset register against the ACN of the trustee. That will not be effective to perfect a security interest under the new Personal Property Securities Act. Rather, it will be necessary to specify the ABN, that is the Australian business number of the trust itself. Other information required in the financing statement will include the collateral class in which the secured property is classified. This is also an art form because the regulations have complex rules for determining which collateral class you must specify to describe the rights you are claiming. There's also going to be an opportunity to specify in some detail the collateral that you are claiming if you wish to do so. It's not essential, but I think strongly advisable to make some attempt to describe the collateral. You have only 500 characters to do so, and that includes spaces. So I can imagine that people are going to start to use tricks such as all goods supplied by the secured party to the grantor from time to time as a means of describing collateral. Other things that need to be specified in the financing statement will include whether or not you want to claim a PMSI, that is a purchase money security interest. You'll also need to specify whether or not you are entitled to claim proceeds, meaning proceeds of dealing with the collateral over which you have a security interest. And it's going to be necessary to describe what those proceeds are according to mechanisms which are specified in the regulations and which appear in pop-down selections within the financing statement itself. There are some other things, but those are probably the critical ones which could make a difference to whether or not a financing statement is likely to be effective or not.